Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. It is week 4 of year 3 and it's that time again to take a look at our weekly activities and see what kinds of things we should be focusing on. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the weekly strikes, the Iron Banner, and your progress in the record book. It's about time we unlock some of those sweet rewards. Starting with this week's Nightfall, we have Sepiks Perfected. I was really hoping it would be Winter's Run as it was for the first part of last week, as I really want to farm my perfect Stolen Will, but I guess that's gonna have to wait. But anyways, the modifiers are Juggler, Grounded, Match Game, and Catapult. Yep, that's pretty much all bad stuff with the exception of Catapult, so use that to your advantage. Also, it might be a good idea to have different elements for your subclass, your special weapon, and your heavy, just so you're ready for any element shield that might come across your path, and it'll also help mitigate the effects of Juggler. If you can't manage all three, I recommend focusing on Solar and Void abilities. Next up for the Siva Crisis Heroic playlist, we have Void Burn, Berserk, and Small Arms. Again, keep in mind that the effects of small arms mean that your special and heavy weapons aren't going to be doing as much damage, so even though there's Void Burn, you might want to rely more on your primary. Besides that, we yet again have our Artifacts of the Iron Lord's quest and the Corrupted Land quest. Completing the Good Deeds quest will net you a new artifact from Tyra Karn. And the good news is that the two that were not available last week are actually available this week. So if you have 3 characters and have been getting all of the artifacts up until this point, you can complete your collection this week. First up is Memory of Timer, which lets you control Minions of Darkness with your melee. This was of course available in week 1, but then the next one is a brand new one called Memory of Radagast. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with a sword. Increase sword ammo capacity. This is definitely the artifact that I was most interested to try out, so as soon as I do, you can expect a video on this channel with my results. But next up we have Memory of Gellion. Grants a detailed radar. Radar persists when sighting with primary weapons. So essentially you have Keen Scout, which is a Night Stalker ability. So now let's talk about the record book itself. I'm currently on rank 14, and there's a lot of things here that I can probably finish up this week. As I've mentioned before, if you have 3 characters and have been collecting all of the artifacts, this is your week to complete the Iron Rising page. As you can see, every node here is something that I can complete this week. If you're trying to get Hard as Iron completed, which is to do 10 heroic missions from Rise of Iron, I recommend the Clovis Bray mission. You can run through the entire level and you only have to take out a couple waves of Cabal at the very end. Now, I haven't been super diligent with my bounties, but luckily I can actually get that done this week as well. I have 3 characters with 4 bounties each, which will complete this node. Now, my Crucible page would have been completed this week if I only went ahead and did one last golden ticket. Now I'm going to have to wait till Friday to complete this page. So why am I in such a rush to beat this book? Well, honestly, I just want to get to rank 18. That's all I really care about because I want the Banner Unbroken shader. It looks really awesome, especially on a Titan. It gives your whole armor a shimmery look and makes you just look like a badass. Now lastly, I've been going through the Iron Banner and trying to get as much 385 gear as I possibly can. And one particular weapon that has caught my attention is the Proud Spire shotgun. I happen to get one with rifled barrel and full auto, and this thing is a beast. Now I've been looking for a perfect shotgun that has full auto, and without spoiling the raid, there is a certain part of the raid that demands you take down a major enemy very quickly. And as you can see, this thing has no problems against majors. My only regret with this weapon is that it's a little unstable, so you really have to reel in this shotgun when you're using it in full auto. Now, I know you can get oiled frame instead of hand-laid stock in this slot here, so I'm going to be farming this shotgun with my other characters in hopes of finding the perfect roll. But anyways, what are you going to be focusing on this week, and are you playing the Iron Banner? I highly recommend you do because you can get a lot of items that are up to 385 light, and yes, that does include ghosts and artifacts, so I definitely recommend hitting up the Iron Banner as much as you can. I made a video yesterday giving you a brief overview of everything the new Iron Banner has to offer, so click the eye in the upper right hand corner and check out that video if you want to learn more. But anyways, drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. Now, as far as the event itself goes, I'm actually a huge fan of Supremacy. I haven't really gone over any Crucible stuff since Rise of Iron came out, but I find Supremacy to be one of the best additions to Rise of Iron. So I'm really happy that it's the game type for the Iron Banner, and I hope it is again in the future.